Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Entrepreneur TV Middle East. We're here reporting live from Bridge Summit in Abu Dhabi, and with me is the beautiful Dija Khalid. She's an MC here in the UAE. It's such a pleasure interviewing someone that does a similar job to
You
you.
see, I know, right? Lovely. Thank you for having me. It's an honor, first of all, to be in the Bridge Summit and also to be interviewed by you lovely people. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm very much looking forward to this interview and to dig your brains a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Because obviously you're like an older version of what I want to do, right, in my life in a couple of years. So thank you so much.
I hope I can help you, like in terms of tips or any sort of motivation.
Pretty sure you will. Your energy is there. It's in the right place. So take me back in time.
All right.
Obviously, a lot of times when we do these jobs, there is a big background to as to how we reached a point where we're on stage
Yeah.
speaking in front of all these people. So tell me, what's your story?
All right. So my story is quite interesting. I'm going to start. Let's start in. First of all, I come from a corporate background. Born, raised, did the norm. Go get a job, work in jobs until you get married, get old, etc. I moved to the UAE 12 years ago, and of course, I was in a couple of jobs here as well, which I loved very much. And in one of the jobs, I had the honor of being the face of the brand, because I was doing the marketing, I was the marketing head. So I had a lot more experience in front of the cameras, with people, hosting the events. But it was just something I did because I liked to do it. I never really put much thought to it. Fast forward, 3-4 years later, after very many years, I decided to take a career break because it was too much. Then I joined another sector, which has got nothing to do with what I do at all, but I wanted to change. But unfortunately, I would say fortunately, a year later, that project was put to a halt because it was a new business.
You never know why God does certain things.
100%. And that's, I think, is what has actually got me to move down this path. So what happened was, after I was laid off, by the way, I had just brought my mom, my elderly mom, to move in with me here as her main financial support, I would say. And as soon as she got here, unfortunately, I was terminated, which has never happened. But anyways, the point is, when you come from a mindset of a corporate background, you're used to having a salary. Going a month without a salary could be quite challenging, especially because I'm not, emotionally, I would say financially as well.
Yeah, of course.
And it was quite challenging because I'm not from here. We're expats.
Yeah.
So I spent doing what everybody would do, spent a whole year trying to apply for jobs day in, day out, which is quite exhausting. Because you're talking about someone who's got over 18 years experience, but then the offers you were getting like a newbie, which wasn't really resonating with what I do. And I was kind of lost. But at the same time, of course, that's the best thing about the UAE. There's so many ways that you can actually earn money. You just have to be smart. Do you know what I mean? And take risks.
Right.
Life is all about taking risks.
Of course.
And I think this was the biggest risk I took. Once upon a time, I was lost. I didn't know what direction to take. Like I told you, I kept applying for jobs and I kept getting rejected nonstop. Until one time, I went on an Instagram live. Someone was pitching for sales and they were taking questions. And I happened to ask a question, and thank God they actually picked my question. My question was a simple one. How can I market myself as an MC? And the person that was on the live didn't know what an MC meant, which is quite weird to me. But at the same time, that was the turning point, 100%. And if I could turn back time, I would do things exactly the same, because it was not for that moment. I wouldn't have known what to do, because that, I swear, was like moment.
Yeah, the light bulb.
Yes. And I was like, wait a
open.
minute, I come from a marketing background for 13 years, as different sectors, but marketing 13 years. I have been paid to market brands. It is time to work on myself and brand myself. And that's what I did.
What are some marketing tips you can give us?
I can't give away all my secrets as an MC.
Give us one.
Okay, the best thing to do is that, most importantly, which was what I needed, was to get a portfolio. What does a portfolio consist of? Video, content, which I didn't have. So I had to make sure that any event that I hosted, I needed to make sure that I had content for. Even if it was small events. And of course, you always start from the bottom. Yes, I may have been earning a very big salary, but I'm doing something which I want to do and I'm passionate about, and I love what I do. I love it so much. The point
It's
where
a
it's
very
like,
special feeling.
yeah,
I
and
know
and
it very
I
well.
want to say something because a lot of people think anyone who holds a mic can be an MC. I beg to differ because everybody can hold a mic, but nobody can engage a crowd thoroughly. Nobody can do it. You have to want to do it. You have to love to do it. So I would say content, number one, very important because when you start applying for the jobs, everybody wants to see your videos. They want to see how you speak. They want to see how you sound. And it was tough. I started accepting jobs for the most minimal wages, but I have to build myself as a name with a happy ending.
Did it pay off? Yeah.
100% because I don't want to bore you too much. Fast forward 3 years. I started off, nobody knew who Dija Khalid was. And another thing, very important tip I would give you is that always walk in faith. And another tip is that try and silence all the negativity around you, which is difficult, especially when you're trying something for the
Such a
first
noisy
time.
world.
And unfortunately, sometimes the people closest to you are the ones who are going to try and be like, no,
Get
it's not
something
going to
that's-
happen.
Yeah.
You better
more
go
concrete.
back to get a job. And I was so determined that this is what I want to do. No matter what happens, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. And fast forward 3 years later, you can actually search for the top MC or female MC UAE. And I do both English, Arabic. And my name is right there on an AI overview.
Amazing. What a story.
Yes.
What a journey. No, you must be so proud of yourselves.
100%.
I'm listening to you and it's such an inspiration as well.
That's the
because
most important thing.
most often than not, even when I speak about emceeing to my parents or to my current boss, it's
Yeah.
always like, you're
Yeah.
not just a girl who holds a mic, are you?
Yeah.
And they don't understand the amount of just energy that you need. And it's, as you said, it's a very specific energy that you need to manage to engage an audience.
Correct.
To manage to, make them smile.
Correct.
To manage to make them interested. But at the same time, like, you learn a lot.
Correct.
Interviewing all these people every day, you learn a lot from
sure.
them, and the network becomes your net worth, and then you grow that. So, like, I do believe that you've picked such a beautiful path for yourself because, as I said, I would never have picked any other job either. So
Me too.
it's just so wonderful.
Yeah.
So wonderful. Now, before we end our interview, there's a couple
few
of, I would say,
questions.
questions here. You need to pick one.
All right.
You're not going to see them.
Okay.
You need to read it out loud.
All right. What's the hardest decision you've made as an entrepreneur? So I wouldn't consider myself an entrepreneur, but I would consider myself someone who's getting there because it's a risk I took.
But you are self-employed in a way, right?
For sure, yes.
So you do have that entrepreneurial drive and everything that you've just been telling me. That's literally
Yes.
what an entrepreneur does.
I think is something that I just mentioned. The hardest decision was to try and shut out all the noise, all the negativity. And by the way, it's not like you grow overnight. Growth takes a lot of time. So when you keep working hard and you don't see the results, that's when it's like, oh my God, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I should go back, especially when your bank statement says something completely different. You get scared, you start getting fear, like maybe this is not working out. Maybe I should give up. But I would say your self-belief, your faith in God, and your hard work and your belief in hard work should just be much stronger than any impossibility, I would say. So basically, don't believe in the impossible. Don't believe don't say it's impossible for you. Nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in just luck. I do believe in luck, yes, but I also believe in hard work. So I would say the hardest decision was not being certain if I was actually going to continue this journey or make it.
Some nights it was hard. You probably just went to bed and you're like, am I on the right track?
Yeah, I've had a lot of those nights, a lot. And I cried a lot.
Of course.
Because it's like, there's no one you can talk to because nobody understands it. And the easiest thing for them to say is like, oh, just get a job. When it's not really easy. But my self-belief was stronger than anything. And alhamdulillah, it's gotten me to where I am today.
And inshallah, in the next few years, it's going to
100%.
grow internationally.
Yes, it is actually
more
in the GCC. So I actually was quite lucky. This is luck, but of course, again, it's the way I present myself. One of my biggest breakthroughs last year was hosting the Formula E in Saudi Arabia.
No way.
Yes.
You've done Formula E?
Yes, I've done a lot of events.
That's incredible.
And,
have you met that very beautiful Filipino lady driver?
It was more to do with the guys.
It was the man, it wasn't the female one?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay,
But I
okay.
did see
'Cause
Georgina.
no way.
Yeah.
No way.
Because I was hosting in the VIP lounge, which is amazing, and in Arabic.
Amazing.
And another breakthrough that happened this year is that I was chosen as the main MC for the UAE and Chad trade forum.
Wow.
So it was my first presidential forum, which was very, very
That's next level.
exciting. Yes. So alhamdulillah,
Beautiful.
just keep going.
Keep going, keep shining. And honestly, thank you so much for sharing your journey. You're such an
welcome.
inspiration.
You're welcome.
And we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And maybe we should do like a proper full-hour podcast session soon.
Yeah, why not?
Thank
But
you.
I just hope I was able to just inspire anyone who's kind of lost in their journey at the moment, because it's never easy taking your own route. It's always going to be challenging, but I always say, believe in yourself, don't give up on your dream, know what your goal is, and
course.
you will get there.
Of course. Thank
yeah.
you so much, Dija.
You're welcome.
I wish you an amazing day ahead.
Thank you. Bye.
Shukran.